interest from the Zimbabwe event. I was just over 8 years old when this happened. I was born in Canada. I'm from a family of 5. I have a brother and a sister. My brother was also at the school during the time of the event. My parents were missionaries for the Salvation Army, and that's why we were down in Zimbabwe. We were in Zaire before that, and then moved to Zim. And we all attended Ariel, which was a lovely school. I'm really thankful for that experience, putting aside the UFO phenomenon. It was a beautiful place to live and to be. So on that day, I can only speak about my perspective and where I was. Every child is in a different area of the playground. But it was recess and broad daylight. And we were just doing our normal thing, playing games, and there were boundary logs along the property. And one of the games that my friend and I used to play was hopping along the boundary logs. Then we heard a high-pitched frequency. We saw a flash and a crack. And it's really hard to describe time at this point. So I don't know how long this all happened. And all I can tell you is that 2 beings were hopping along beside Lisa and I. They were curious. They weren't touching the ground. They were almost like mimicking us. And all of a sudden, they were in front of us. I described them as being about an arm's reach. And we were frozen. And telepathic images started going across these. Communication through the eyes, that's all I can really describe it as. And it's just image. One of the other girls who was standing beside me, she got more communication out of the environment. And for me, mine was more technology uses. So I don't know how much more I can...
Well, basically, yeah, I'll just elaborate a little bit. And so these 2 beings came in front of Emily and her friend, and instantly they started receiving these telepathic images that were projected into their mind. And this was happening extremely quickly. These were like thousands of images at an incredibly fast rate that were being projected. And so her perception of this was very intense, because I mean, it's almost forcing you to see a lot of information in a short period of time. They never said anything. They communicated this through their eyes. And Emily's message that was received, like she said, was a lot about technology. The way that Emily had explained it to me when I first met her, she said the message was, there's a good way of using technology, there's a bad way of using technology, you can do better.
I'll never forget that day.
Have you had any other experience with the same?
I don't know if it's the exact same being, but what I can say is that.
Yes.
So when we were talking about like the tone, for me, it's like an energy that's all around us that is causing time, I guess, to stop at that point. And feel the frozen and like the stars in the unable to move.
Could you explain what the other beings that have been coming to her, as far as you know, look like?
You mean like my other experience?
Yes.
I'll just say that they can alter perception, so they can change to make you almost feel a bit more comfortable. Should I move on?
Yeah.
It's, the last encounter, there were grays like this, and face that went back and forth between a being and a lion.
And the ones you saw at Ariel, they look like rays to me.
Yes.
Are they similar to the ones you see now?
the answers are oftentimes not necessarily about, when they landed, did they leave a footprint? Well, if they did, they did. If they didn't, they didn't. And I remember Emily saying once to me, who cares what the ship looked like? Who cares what it sounded like? Who cares what they look like? She says, it's what they're saying to us. And so that's pretty much so far the experience. All right, Emily, thank you.